never had curtains at school. I've ever had curtains. So.
It's a very literal thing, so if you look now, curtains kind of part, and so that's where we're going with this.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah. How are you feeling about this?
Great. Loving it. You know, as a model, you go in there, and I guess in a way they want you to be a blank canvas onto which they can sort of put their vision, their idea, and then you take it up and you embody that for them. When it's music, it's about yourself, right? So you just got to be comfortable. And so, you know, I don't really care that much how I do my hair when I'm going to play the music. For me, the music is about the music, less about the image, really. You know, I know it goes hand in hand, but God, are you looking at my curtains now and just pissing yourself? Brilliant. Oh my God, they're brilliant. I look, just got myself in the mirror. Wait till I get my glasses on. Worked with this photographer called Paul Scala very closely. We worked very well together, and we just wanted something for like the single cover, which was just like, it's just my face actually. It's just my face. It's just me, and it's not like a pretentious musician-y picture. It's just like my face, and it's a little catch, like a little moment, you know. An artist's transformation is certainly documented in their work. It's a choice, you know, whether you're going to transform naturally or whether you force it. And I don't think you should ever force a transformation, because then you risk like mutating. And we're not up for mutation. Is this your handiwork?
The very typical 90s like boy band style. I mean, curtains were quite a big thing. It's very you're so Backstreet Boys right now. I mean, I don't know how much of a resurgence it's going to have, but I mean, there's definitely a big 90s trend at the minute, especially with like fashion and yeah, maybe more so with like lady styles, but with men as well, you find like undercuts and a lot of like plaits and like cornrows, and maybe even curtains are coming back into fashion.
I guess I've seen this before, you know, I've seen this in my mind's eye. Of, you know, being on stage and everyone singing a song that I've written, you know, a big crowd. I know if I could do that, that would be incredible. But then if it doesn't happen, and I'm not expecting it, I don't feel like I'm owed that, you know. I don't even know if the music is, you know, I believe in my music, and I think there is, and I think good models verge more on the side of actors, because there's not only like there's something going on, you know, they can then take the client's idea of what they want, of what. You know, if you're a blank slate, it's like becoming a character. You know, you go, okay, yeah, but I think some models struggle. It's totally different. As a, you know, as a guy at castings, there's a sort of sense of camaraderie. You know, we don't really take the modelling so seriously. I don't think the guys, and so there's a bit more. There's lightheartedness. There's a bit more. You know, if you see your friend, your mate who's in the industry doing very well, I think, you know, you're proud of him and you want him to do well. And there's none of that bitchiness. I mean, obviously there's bitchy people in whatever industry you're going to work in. There's going to be people who you disagree with and you don't get on with. But the moment really was when it was Bruce Weber, and I was 17 at the time, and I had an option, and I approached my mum with this. So I was like, Mum, I was 17, living at home, and I was like, Mum, they want to shoot me and Kate Moss together in Miami, and I'm going to miss my retake of my psychology exam. And I got a C last time, and I really want to go and do the shoot with Kate Moss. And my mum said, yeah, all right, go Sam, go and shoot with Kate Moss. And so I went, and it was just a moment where I was like, wow. I felt being in that situation with like a world-renowned photographer, maybe the best-known international female model of all time. And it was like, wow, yeah, you've certainly reached somewhere. I don't know quite where it was, whether I felt then that I had arrived at a certain point, but that was a pivotal moment for me internally. It was intimidating, of course it was. I was a 17-year-old boy, and they put me in tiny little, you know, black speedos, and Kate Moss was swanning around practically naked. You know, it was an interesting shoot. But of course, you know, she's a wonderful model, and actually she's really sweet woman as well. I think of course there is pressure within any industry where, you know, it's you, and there's like it's a lifestyle commitment, and also, you know, to fit into certain clothes. You know, some girls do have to be thin, and when I was a lot sort of chunkier back in my rugby playing days, I didn't used to fit in a lot of clothes. You know, I would go to a lot of fittings and I wouldn't get the job, not because they didn't like who I was, not because they didn't think I had like a good face for the brand, but because they wouldn't actually fit the clothes. And I have been told on occasions, you know, go and, you know, Sam, you know, we love you, but we need you to lose like a little bit of weight. And I was just always like, no way, you know, I am who I am. But then I think it comes down to being a strong person on the inside, and again, coming back to that point which we mentioned before about being grounded. You know, if you have that groundedness, that self-assuredness, that security, or that confidence in yourself, then you're not going to be so affected, and it can affect you. The industry can affect you, and it's a danger for a lot of impressionable young minds. I believe that. I think maybe there's even going to be like a backlash. You know, there's like the anti-fashion, and in fact I read like an article about it today. Like, you know, like the anti-model. You know, there's a new like talent agency. They're just sort of using sort of like artists, musicians, people who look a bit more interesting. And the same with all designers. Maybe they will follow suit. I think with anything that gets too much sway, you know, there'll always be a backlash.
Yeah.